Blasto has a seething hatred for pop country, man. I know he hates it, so I challenged him to listen to a Luke Combs album. This one's for you. Guess what? Spoiler alert. He freaking loved it. You know why? Because it turns out it's a freaking awesome album, that's why. Well, I challenged you with Luke Combs.
Yeah.
This one's for you. We'll start there. What'd you think of that one?
All right. I am a metalhead, and I vehemently hate pop country. But this is one of them that the whole thing, like I said, a revelation was that I think sometimes that it would be much more entertaining if I was completely pissed off by this guy.
Yeah, right.
But
well, there are plenty of country guys I could throw your way that will
yeah,
completely piss you and I both off.
And I didn't. I was just expecting some crap, but but there was kind of like the thought in the back of my mind, like this might be some of the shit that I absolutely hate, but it wasn't. It was actually a good record, and you're right. He's got a hell of a voice. Yeah, I've heard when it rains, it pours about 100 times, and I just didn't know.
That, yeah.
Yeah, they the local radio station here that plays country, like every once in a while, one of the guys at work will turn that on, and they play like the same 7 songs all fucking day. It's like the pop station does this too with, whoever, Taylor Swift and shit like that, but the same 7 to 9 songs over and over and over and over. And when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, absolutely maddening.
And the radio lovers love that. That's all they want to hear is the same stupid shit. But I noticed that it was one of the songs that I thought when I was listening to it, like, it's not actually that bad, it could be worse. It could be Toby fucking Keith, or, rest in peace, but you sucked, dude. But
rest in peace, but you sucked.
Hey, I'm telling the truth. You don't want me to lie to you and say that it was good.
We have that. No.
And then this one's for you.
Politeness is not our virtue, by the way. We're not known for being particularly polite.
Yeah, we're not going to be PC. We're not going to be polite like ever. And that's, most of the time I'd be kind of losing my mind with some of these that we come up with. But, like this Luke Combs and the country wordplay, like my trailer hood and shit like that. And he had the song about the beer can. The beer can make you feel better, or it could be the beer can itself.
Yeah. The country is full, I got to give it to country singers and lyricists, because I don't know that sometimes it's so corny, but
yeah,
man, they have a lot of like puns, like lot of, excuse me, I'm burping up IPA right now. Sorry, everyone in podcast land. But a lot of their double entendres, I guess it's called the beer can, the beer can make you blah, blah, blah. As opposed to just a beer can. I better drink the rest of my beer, speaking of that. Hold on.
But I was listening to that, and I was like, yeah, if I was in a bar like I used to play at all the time with these, local, hole in the wall places, I was like, if that song came on, everybody would be happy. They would just be like, yeah. And I was like, so this dude knows what he's doing. It's either that or he has professionals behind him. But I'm pretty sure that, a lot of these younger guys, they are pretty clever, and it was a good album. I'm really shocked, because I've hated everything since Garth Brooks, including Garth Brooks. Yeah, fuck that guy, and fuck everything that came after him. Johnny Cash was right. He's gonna ruin country music, and ever since then, it's just been a bunch of Tarzan wannabe punks. And then the women, they sing a bunch of depressing shit, and it's just like, oh, you know what? I can't do the country, but yeah, that's always a good dare if you want to do it.
So you made it through the whole album, though? You didn't dong it on anything?
Yeah, it was a win, just because I just objectively listen to it. It was
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
scientific. I was listening to all the different instruments and everything, and
mhm,
it's really well crafted. I mean, it's pop country. They don't fuck around. Um,
yeah, yeah,
so that was a pass. That one was a
yeah.
pass. So I don't
Oh, there's
like.
the dog. Speaking of country, my dog just ran by to do
Oh,
something country. He's gonna go piss on
yeah.
my beer can, and he's gonna go piss on my broken down truck or something outside. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, so
Tip your cold beer over and drink it all.
and then die because that's what happens in country songs. Don't die. Anyway, yeah. So the first time I heard Luke Combs is, I think I told you, I brought this up in the last podcast, is I spent a good 6 to 9 months listening to country music on the radio to and from work, trying to give it a chance. My sister likes country. Two of my sisters like country. Their husbands like country, and I know some people up here that like country, and even in coastal California, a lot of country fans here. And I've never
Yeah,
done country like you said, Johnny Cash. Yeah, I dig it. And previous, uh, fine, but Garth Brooks, same thing. Like when he hit it big, I thought this is corny as shit, man. And
yeah.
then
Oh my
fucking
God.
achy breaky heart. Oh, boy.
Oh, holy shit. Yes.
So I just couldn't do any of it, and so I
No.
just hated it. But then I heard Luke Combs. I brought it up too. I heard Chris Stapleton, the Steel Drivers, and thought, oh my god, that's different. But when I heard Luke Combs' voice on the song "One Number Away," I thought that is the closest voice I've heard to Chris Stapleton in country ever. And I don't have a lot of background in country, but his voice to me is undeniably great. That's where I first caught him with that song. I learned how to play that song. That's how much I liked it. And then I heard the fucking uh, "When It Rains It Pours," and I thought, oh, it's like he's the singing's fine, but no, the lyrics are kind of corny. But everyone loves it. Like, and I get it, it's kind of clever, and but then
I,
beer can. But anyway, I thought when I first heard his voice, I thought, man, what if he's? I don't have to like country, but I have to respect that he has such a great, and I mean great, singing voice.
yeah, and the musical accompaniment with these new country groups, I've noticed has a lot of. I'm gonna just point out one band that they are getting their guitar sounds and stuff from is Coldplay.
Mm,
And they're using a lot more like digital drums, beats, and stuff like
yeah,
that. So it's becoming more pop, but that's a good thing because the twangy they tried to do the twangy like uh like Conway Twitty on acid, kind of shit, and it was just going nowhere. And coupled with the stupidest lyrics you've ever heard in your life, and you've got like
yeah,
early 2000s country. Oh my God, it's just, yeah. So see, I can get into a rage still talking about this
yeah.
shit, but this guy was a pass. I actually like that, and I do like that song "When It Rains It Pours" because of the little cadence that he does and draws out that da, 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 like, and that actually sounds cool. Like, it's good job, dude, wherever you
Yeah,
are, Luke
yeah.
Combs.
Luke, what's your face?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's really good, man. I dug it. So, well, I'm glad. So I listened to it just to make sure we both do. I listened to it also. And to be fair, I had never listened to the whole album. I've listened to a number of his songs,
yeah.
but I'd never. And I got through the whole album no problem because his voice is just fantastic. His a great voice, and like I said, it was well produced. It wasn't overly country and hicky
No,
and annoying.
yeah, it wasn't
It was
wasn't
it was solid.
wasn't country. It was, I guess I'm just being prejudiced towards the way country went in the late 90s and early 2000s, where I just absolutely despised everything that came out of it. The newer stuff, I will admit that, when they do turn on the the country station, is like a lot of what I've heard lately is just like I said, I can get little bits of like Coldplay and other pop kind of atmospheric stuff going on, and it's pretty
That's
cool
interesting.
because
I'll listen to that.
most of all of country singers got to be able to sing because
Yeah, yeah.
that's their bread and butter. It's they can't hide behind like keyboards and shit like that. It's all about
Right.
them. Yeah, this guy. This guy brought it home, you know.
You know,
He did.
well,